Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing good. Today let's see some of the basic details our QA teams should be knowing before testing our application so we could save some time as a developers. Before going to the video, I would like to share that all the updates related to videos and any job opportunities you can find under my channel posts. So if you scroll down, you can see all the jobs that I have listed across my contacts, and you can do your predictions over here, and you can participate in the polls that I conduct regularly. Before going to video, I want to share that I am available in TopMate now. So if you want some Pega career guidance, or if you want some Pega mock interviews, or if you want some information on interview questions, whatever it is, you can reach me personally in this TopMate. You can book a video meeting with me so that I can have one-to-one chat with you guys. Let's get started into the topic. So first of all, the main thing all the QA people will be facing some of the issues is like where to see the case types that are there in the application and how to search. So they search with case ID. If that case ID is not there, they will be confused whether it is not there because sometimes our index might not work. So then they have to go to the class instances. But as a QA, they won't be knowing the class names, right? So just go to application, go to definition, and if you go to cases and data, you can see all the case types that are there. As you are familiar with the case prefix, you can choose whatever case you want, and you copy this implementation class name here. Go to app on the left panel, search with your class name, and if you click on the on this class name, left click, you can see the instances of the classes you have. So these are nothing but case IDs that you have in your system. In this way you can find your cases info. Suppose here also it is not there, then you can copy till work, which is the main thing. So just copy till work. Mostly most of the applications have different case types and everyone will be using implementation based. So on the work, if you go and click here, you can see different instances of different classes over there. So this is one of the easy thing that you can go through. And how to check logs. So most of the time, sometimes if there's some issue comes and you want to check the logs, so you can click on configure system, and here you can see operations, and here you can see logs. In this you can see log files, and here you can see Pega rules log. Mostly this is useful for you. So once you go to Pega logs, you scroll down, and you delete this filter by, and here you give maximum number like 50,000 example, and click apply, and you can see logs. If you scroll down, you can have numbering over here where you can switch. So just if you want to search with some case ID, you can go with this case ID thing, and you can check what is the issue. Sometimes you will be running some automation scripts, and some automation fails for a respective case, so you can just have a preliminary investigation what could be the issue. So by checking logs you can find out that this is one of the thing. And we know that cases sometimes lock happens, and you want to check with whom the lock is. Otherwise, if you have closed the case from end customer point of view, you can't have a view like who has logged it or not. So it will be specified like this operator ID has logged. So instead of you disturbing the developers, just go to configure case management, and here you can see tools. Under tools, if you see work admin, you can see all these things. So in this, most of the things are useful for you is like work list assignment errors, work queue assignment errors, and all logs. Example, let's go with my logs. So if you click on my logs, the cases that are there with your operator ID log, you can see your instances over here. If you click on all logs, suppose there is no data found, but if there are certain people who are working on the cases, then you can see who which operator is accessing which particular case. And here you can see work list assignment errors. If you go here, you can see this is one of the error we got. This is one of the issue, and if you scroll here, you can see work object is C-7004. This is having an error, and work list is nothing but respect to operator ID. It's not a work queue, so it's like an individual operator ID. So in case is at tag to Krishna, and this is the case, and there is having an error. So like this you can check work list assignment error. And you want to see flow error, so you got a exception while you are going through a flow, and your respective developer team told like can you please resubmit the case instead, and but you are unable to find that, so you can just go to here case management processes flow errors. If you go to flow errors, you can see different IDs, so you can uh, identify your respective case, select that, and if you want to resume the flow you can click, otherwise if you want to restart the flow you can do this restart, or if you want to retry the last step, that is nothing but resubmitting, you can give this, so it will be very useful. Here you can see work list and work queue errors as well here. And another thing is the SLA, service level agreements, like uh, in testing environment, example, there is an SLA you have configured like 4 days, 6 days, like that, but in testing environment we know that we would be changing that for some minutes or hours, so you can go for this SLA. You can see once you have done the changes whether those are reflected or not. Still those are not reflected, then you could have asked your developer team like I have done save as of this, or I have done a check-in or check-out, like that. So like this you can see the SLAs over here. And another thing, we know that as we are having some reports, and few reports are scheduled reports, and you got an query like there should be a report that should be triggered, but it did not trigger, so whether it has been run or not, you could have got a query. So if you go to configure reporting, and here you can see scheduled reports. Here you can see what is the category name, what is the report name, when it has been last run, and what is the status. Suppose if it is an error, you will get an error over here. If what is the next time this reporting, when will this report run in next time. So like that you have the list over here. So this is also very useful for debugging some issues on our own. And another thing, like most of the QA people won't be knowing production rule sets. Okay, so just if you go to application definition, scroll down under advanced, here production rule set will be there. Example, if someone asks you to save as some rule, example some SLA to production rule set and do the changes, then instead of waiting for developers, you could go to records. As a service level agreement is a process, as I was shown before, go to processes, click on service level agreement, and example this external is there. Suppose here you can see private edit. If something is labeled as private edit, means that respective rule set is locked. If this is unlocked, let's go with some other rule. So here if you see checkout option, then that means this rule set is unlocked. You go click on this, you can see here this particular thing is unlocked. Now I want to lock this. Now if I have logged this and this, I'm doing actions refresh, and here you can see private edit. Again private edit, why we are getting is because this particular rule set is logged. Suppose you have seen a story and the fixed version is example theme course 010103, and whether you want to check whether developers has deployed the code or not, you can go to the rule set directly and go here. How to go to a rule set? Again, application, here you can see structure, here you can see rule set stack. Because there is another way also, like if you go to application definition, and on the right hand side you can see application rule sets. If this is confusing you a lot, go to application structure rule set stack. If you go here you can see the current application rule sets, and if you want to see any rule set is deployed or not, just go to the respective rule set, and here you can find whether that rule set is available or not. Suppose if rule set is available and you did not see a rule, go to that, because on the story rule inventory will be there, that particular rule you can go to here, and you can do a search over here. That is also useful for you. Yeah, coming back to the point, like if you want to save do some changes to this, if you do private edit, and you can do save, and if you do some changes, these are confined only to your login, and if you want to discard this change, click on discard, don't check in. Okay, suppose if you want to save this respective thing to a production rule set, click on save as. You don't do any changes here. In context you will get a production rule set. Now actually we don't have any production rule set in the application definition. Might be next video I would be showing you. So like that you can go for that, and as production rule set is unlocked rule set, you can delete any time the rule that you have saved. And example, you know that this flow is having an issue, and that particular flow is updated by development team yesterday, and you want to check whether updated code is not there, just go to a flow directly, go to history, and you can see last updated by your is there or not. If it is not there, you can directly ask them like this code is not replied, so I don't want to test it, because I see like there is a conflict, like we have done the testing unnecessarily but code is not deployed. So in this scenario, instead of having a discussion or an argument, as a preliminary check you too can do it if the code is not behaving on as a expected behavior. So in this way, few of the issues step by step, in a second video also I will be showing you how to go to admin studio and how to go which queue processor has run and what is clipboard, what is live UI. Example, this is a case, and on the case you want to see what is the value on the clipboard. So if once case is open, you just click on clipboard. On the left hand side of the clipboard you can see thread name, see thread. So you have to select the case. At a time you have opened 10 cases and you want to see uh, value of the same value between different cases, you can just switch over here and you can select the respective case, and default it will be like PY work page. And where do you want to check? Example, here customer ID is there. You might go to PY work page and you cannot find customer ID over here. Instead of that, go to live UI, go to this. Here you can see clipboard symbol. If you click clipboard symbol, it will directly navigate to that particular page. See, uh, py work page dot account information. So example, here many of the QA have asked questions like what is the difference between page and page list, how you would differentiate. Here you can see page symbol. If it is one page, it will be like this. If it is multiple pages, you can see overlap of many pages. So if you click plus, if you click like this directly for page list, no value will be there. Just if you see page list of one is nothing but index we call. So on this, if you select, you can see the particular page list record. Suppose there is a table, it is giving many details, and on the table you want to see. So like that, you can differentiate the symbol by the symbol chronology. You can see whether it's a page or page list. Hope you have learned something, and in next video I would be sharing more details where QA can debug some of the scenarios in the application by themselves. It's not like Regular testing might be in their automation, something has failed and they want to check the errors or something. Instead of waiting for development time, we can do some preliminary analysis and checks. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you have liked the content. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel and check community tab for regular updates and click on bell notifications.